Welcome guys to the stream. क्यों नहीं दिया? लाइव अपन है। हाँ देख गए लाइव।
Difficult to say, but with an AR reconstruction, we may be able to see what happened to it and if it relates to the attack. Access data relays in the vicinity, and I can compile enough data to build the AR reconstruction.
कुछ गाइस इशू था, 1 घंटे से स्ट्रीम पे ट्राई कर रहा था, हो रही नहीं थी। आप हार के नहीं दिया जाता है आदमी इधर आना। गाइस नया तो चैनल को कमेंट करो।
Perfect. 2 more data relays to go. One more data relay and I'll have it.
And nature.
That should do it. I'll just take the audio from this stream and the video from these 36 and... Got it. Go back to where you found that spider bot and I'll show you the AR reconstruction from the night of the explosion.
Got it. You're lucky I stopped there.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
You brought the payload? Fuck, think we'd go back here? Don't trust the Kelly dog.
That one twat was with Clan Kelly. Fucking gangsters did the bombings.
Looks like a delivery. The Kellys were probably just the supplier.
Nah, there's no way this gal is with Clan Kelly. So what, does she run with 0 Day or something?
Well, don't just stand there. Keep looking.
Hey, who controlled that spider bot? Do you know, Bagley?
I've now fully decrypted the signal the Spiderbot is broadcasting, and while I cannot identify a specific user, it is a call code used by the Metropolitan Police Service.
Wait, what? The feds watched all of this happen?
The reconstruction continues behind that rubble.
Got some bag magic, cuz. Shrink me down quantum-like so I can slip through.
Quantum tunnel technology is at least 10 years away, but Spiderbots and drones are here today. You could try one of those if you don't feel like waiting.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Why don't you aim those human eyeballs of yours at the van's cargo?
Got it.
RDX nitrogen, and the exact same detonator system like the bombs that were planted at Parliament.
0 Day signature.
There, hurry. We got all the deliveries.
So you were hired to supply all the targets?
Shut it, we're all on need to know. Days. 0 Day got multiple crews to do the bombings together.
That's certainly one way to pull off a massive coordinated attack while remaining anonymous. 0 Day needed manpower and resources, but they needed them at an arm's length. And it doesn't take the world's greatest AI detective to see that both Clan Kelly and Albion benefited in the aftermath. Unfortunately, this is the most we can get out of the AR reconstruction. But if we could find the mystery officer who was spying through the Spiderbot, maybe they could tell us more.
This is good.
Tracing the Spider-Bot's serial number, it was assigned to New Scotland Yard 3 years ago. Perhaps more information about its user or its assignment will be available at the station.
What, so the cops knew it wasn't DedSec this whole time and didn't say nothing? Nah, that's some peak shit right there. We had a right to know.
The only way to know for sure is to investigate New Scotland Yard.
How often does a shot like this come?
Fuck me, Albion's taken over the station.
And the entire police service. But don't worry, if you're not pleased with your privatized goon squad, just take your business across the street.
I can't say I miss the cops, but I can't allow this Albion shit.
Not to worry, the only difference now is the uniform, assault weapons, and the fact they're motivated by profit over public service. Now, any record or information on the Spider-Bot will be further in.
Surrender!
You and me.
Are you always such an agent? On the scene. Go drown in a piss pond. Is this the same Spider-Bot?
According to the serial numbers, this matches the piece of Spider-Bot from the Tone bombing site.
Well, can you do your like magic and find the last user?
Navigate the Spider-Bot from out of that room. I'll need a direct connection in order to learn more from our bisected friend.
On it.
That opening right there looks like a good exit point. Right, get comfy. This Spider-Bot might be broken and missing some of its legs, but it can still jump and fit through vents. That's a good way to get through the station undetected. That's a part of the remote detonator system from Parliament. If the Met, or Albion rather, actually analysed it, they would see it wasn't DedSec's handiwork at all. That's Dalton's mask. It must have been recovered from Parliament. It might be the only thing left of him now. Buggery fuck, would you look at all this junk? You'll have to jump your way across to get to the next vent opening.
What's wrong with Scotland Yard? Who decided they couldn't be trusted to do their jobs? Suddenly some corporation can clean up our streets better than the same police force we've had for who knows how long. When crime fighting is treated like a business, crime will never go away. That would be bad for business, right? So don't tell me Albion has our best interests at heart. Sod that.
If the police could handle their job, Albion wouldn't be necessary. But they can't. Tone bombing is a perfect example. A bunch of lazy, overpaid cops with a wheel. Well, they're not on the wheel anymore, are they?
You're almost there. Make your way through this last vent path.
welcome back to The Upload. Today we're talking about cryptocurrency. Crypto now seems like it's been around forever, but it's really quite a new invention. Were you an early adopter?
I was one of the first that was in this market. There seemed to be a new way of financial transactions, a new way of money. It's something that we could completely reinvent and change some of the legacy financial systems around the world and really give power back to the people.
Yeah, it was a real shift in the way that the world works. Let's recap the basics. Central to cryptocurrency is the distributed ledger technology, the tech that keeps track of all transactions. And what this means is you can have a decentralized system without having to trust any one party, like old-fashioned banks.
One of the reasons why I got involved so early was that you could stay anonymous.
Yeah, the features of cryptocurrency very much fit into that early mindset. It was all about finding an alternative to centralized systems. It was kind of a countercultural punk ethos. The whole point of the distributed ledger is you're not trusting any one person to keep a track of who has what money or how they're spending it. It's all out there in the open for anyone to see, and yet you can remain secretive.
But not everybody now wants to keep up this crypto legacy. They don't share this attitude anymore. We've seen institutions, businesses, even governments experimenting with crypto, which doesn't really fit into its original radical counterculture mold.
Yeah, it's kind of weird today to think of people not using cryptocurrency. It's so mainstream now. You know, I'm almost nostalgic for the feel of cash. Good old-fashioned paper and coins. First they changed the paper notes to plastic notes, and now it's just all digital. There's nothing to hold on to.
It was great just to be able to have a little bit of money to carry around with you.
I think the turning point in the UK really came a few years ago when the pound dropped 10% over just one season. People living off grid started using crypto, and just as everyone was losing faith in the pound, they were gaining it in cryptocurrency, which turned out to be much more stable. Kind of the opposite to what people thought in the beginning.
And then, of course, there was the recession. It didn't take long for startups to see an opportunity in this new way of doing finance. A lot of traditional money was converted to crypto, and it really shook up the financial sector.
Can you remember?
I got it!
Scanning Spiderbot and accessing its internal drives. While I'm analysing this data, you should make yourself scarce. Unless you'd like to explain to your new, heavily armed, privatised police force why you've broken into the station.
Fine, whatever.
Staying, aren't you? I'm gonna kick your ass.
Code 3, closest units proceed to alarm location.
Alarm could be malfunctioning, but let's make certain.
Sierra 4-2, Sierra 4-2, this is Control. An alarm has been activated near you. Survey the area. Over.
Steady yourself. Steady.
Whoa!
But then, we're not going to say anything bad about a massive, unaccountable spy organization.
The Spiderbot fragment you found has a satellite-based GPS module that regularly pushed its location to a specific ground station.
This data's getting routed all over the city. So where do we go next?
pushing you the ground station's coordinates.
Ian was a veteran political writer and podcaster back in the days of pre-crisis Britain.
Is the world we're living in now static? Well, this is what I think it is. It is the complete and total...
This is London Calling. You're listening to Buccaneers, your pirate podcast source for what they don't want. I'm Tash, and this time we're giving a special shout out from us to the boys and girls at the Signal and Intelligence Response Service, better known as SIRS. Why not? They're going to be listening anyway. They're listening to everything. But don't worry, we're not going to say anything bad.
Hope you can find me a way in, Bagley.
I'm detecting a surveillance network guarding a space under this bridge. If you can patch into it, perhaps you can take a look inside. The GPS history of the spider bot we recovered regularly pinged these coordinates. Our mystery witness to the real bombers must have come to this lovely, damp location several times.
Good spot to do some secret shit.
Or to discreetly dump a body into the Thames.
Got a pint for whoever finds them. Drone, perform a search.
What is it? It doesn't mean anything, right? The nation is basically encapsulated by the leader that takes over.
Searching perimeter.
My days, you seeing this? It's like a secret cop bunker.
Well, if Albion was stomping all over your workplace, you'd find a different place to store your lunch too. And it seems our mystery officer was dedicated.
What I want to know is how they ended up at Tone.
The computer's dusty enough to kill an asthmatic, but there may still be something useful on it.
This is Inspector Caitlin Lau. Well, former inspector now. Since Albion's coup, the Met is no more. The police brass had already buried the evidence anyway. Everything implicating Albion and Clan Kelly in the bombings. But I know Mary Kelly's band of twats were involved, and they're involved in other crimes we can look into. Me and a few good mates are willing to go off book, going after Mary Kelly again. I'll never fucking learn, will I? Inspector Caitlin Lau, video log. Clan Kelly and Albion are teamed up on some deal. I don't have all the details, but it looks to be human trafficking. The European Processing Center is the Albion angle. Since the bombings, they can grab anyone off the street. Call them illegal immigrants, potential DedSec insurgents, whatever. Though we know who the real danger is. So, Clan Kelly gets hold of these people, these immigrants, deportees, victims, really, and they're taking them somewhere. But where and why? It all comes back to the boss lady herself. I knew she was into something, but she wriggled off the hook. There's only one way I can do this. 24/7 surveillance on Mary Kelly. If I'm caught, well, this will be my last entry. But I have to see what she's hiding.
So, our mystery officer was Inspector Caitlin Lau. It sounds like Mary Kelly was her white whale, and her investigation led her to the bombings.
Now you having a go? Albion are actually running with Clan Kelly. Like, for real?
It seems like 0 Days Web covers all of the unsavory bits of London. Tug on a thread, and it leads back to them. Clan Kelly and Albion included.
Loads of people are disappearing every day. We need to end this for real.
Inspector Lau mentioned Albion is running their part of the operation out of the EPC. Detectives like us call that a lead.
This Albion Clan Kelly business leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And if Caitlin Lau's right, then this little nugget jumps to the front of the queue. We have reason to believe a former DedSec operative may still be alive, but missing inside the EPC.
Angel Lopez, not London-born, but I won't hold that against him, unlike some others.
Looks like Angel got caught up in the immigration roundup, which, ironically, may be the only reason he escaped 0 days DedSec purge.
Anti-immigrant sentiment has grown in London since the bombings. Albion fuels it. It allows them to send anyone they want to their brutal refugee camp.
We need to find Angel before they discover he's DedSec. This is kind of personal, team. Finding his trail might just shed some light on the Albion Clan Kelly connection.
Shit. Good thing is, at least he's in London. Nobody's taking deportees. But EPC? That's bad news, fam.
I've sent the details to your device and advised our contact at the EPC. They can get you inside.
No, you're under arrest. Not my developing combat those and kind of challenge the mainstream newspapers, TV stations, radio, and make sure people were questioning the validity of the truth.
Really?
Oh God! This area is being recorded by the GB.
Yes. Back office is none of your business.
Feel pretty hopeless, I think, and unable to fight back against these kind of
huge mainstream corporations that simply entrench and support the ideals and ideologies of the state. It can seem very hopeless indeed. But I think, you know, the fact that you're out there listening, we're in here talking, shows that there is still a space to combat these false truths and disinformation that's being sold to us, and that it's never possible really to completely shut down, despite all the technologies that they have at their disposal and all the financial and corporate power and all the physical power. It's never quite possible to shut down people's desire to get to the truth and fight for their own ideologies and values, and you know, we're out here starting that task, so don't give up hope.
You've been listening to Buccaneers.
Well, now I know where the party is.
I'll inspect the alarm. Spider's actually up. Locking it down.
Who's hacking this thing? Oh, you there? Could be a fire alarm to search protocol.
What was that?
What's an asshole?
Bloody brat. Better take this spider offline.
Spider's been compromised. The hacker's got to be nearby.
Drone, search the area.
Commencing search. Failure to comply will result in forceful intervention.
Eyes open. That was definitely something.
Fuck! They up and vanished.
Like a duck. Listen. You hear that? Fucking twat.
Democracy. And that's the problem, really, is you end up in a situation where normal peacetime checks and balances are suspended, and that's really scary.
This London Calling. I'm Tash, and this is Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. Today we're talking about policing, by consent or by force for profit. Ever since Sir Robert Peel created the police force as we know it in 1829, London has relied on the Metropolitan Police Service for peace, stability and justice. They weren't perfect, but at least there was some democratic control. Now there's a new sheriff in town. If you're a victim of crime or you just want to silence a peaceful protest, there's a new police force to turn to. Albion. And they're about as far from the old-fashioned Bobby on the beat as it's possible to get. When Hassani handed over London to Nigel Cass, many people
गेम रैंडम क्रैश हो गया है गाइस, पता नहीं क्यों। episode.
For your sake and the safety of those around you, please limit outdoor travel unless absolutely necessary.
My mind was right where I wanted. This time I couldn't really figure it out. I've tried, but I'm back where I started. Bloodlines leaving a head of doubts. I feel I've cried, it hurt, now I'm leaving nothing behind. We're not inside is everything we wanted. Take me back to another level. With all we are, we're something scattered.
So, I've delved more into Caitlin Lau's investigation, and an enormous number of missing person cases centre around the EPC. The inspector was definitely onto something.
Let's find them then, yeah? Angel's in deep if Albion finds out he's dead sick.
This is resisting arrest.
Got back these summons. I've already taken care of your entry. Get you in quick and quiet.
Keep this on the down low, yeah? Last thing I need is me being ID'd here.
No worries, I'll spool. But come meet me on the rooftop. The only place here that doesn't smell like piss. Got some info for you.
The European Processing Centre. It processes deportees by stacking them up in squalid conditions and forgetting about them. But hey, it's to protect London, right?
Turn over everything here until you find them.
You're done for now.
What's going on here?
This place is worse than a prison camp. Every day I see people come through here, torn from their homes and their families. But I'd rather stay and keep an eye on things. Maybe help out once in a while. Like now.
Fucking sickening, innit? Government's fine treating people like this. And if you happen to disappear in here, no one would know.
Yeah, well, people have been disappearing. Records say they have been processed, but it doesn't add up. No one ever properly leaves. And with the Kellys prowling around like fucking hyenas, I am not too optimistic about the people slipping through the cracks.
Fucking Mary Kelly, pagan of pagans. Got a nose in all the shit.
Truth. Now, about your missing guy. The best place to start would be the EPC database. They keep a record of everyone that comes in. And be careful.
Putting the location of the EPC database on your optic. There will be a database here that we can search for evidence on Angel Lopez.
Search the area. They're long gone. Tag local cameras, maybe they're on CTOS.
It won't end well for you.
Go on, Badley. Tell me you found something.
I have. His file has been deleted from the main database, along with hundreds of others. Still very detailed. Even when committing crimes against humanity, the government doesn't skimp on paperwork. Here is a recording labeled Exit Interview.
You know what we do with terrorists, Lopez? Don't go pissing me off by denying anything. We know you're with DedSec. You think you were picked up on some random sweep? Not a fucking chance. Nothing to say. Well, this is not going to go well for you then, because I want information. The rest of your cell, where are they? I want names, places, everything you've got.
You think I'm daft? I spill everything I know and what? You let me go? I'm not talking. I know how this ends.
Oh, I don't think you do. I'm going to throw you to the wolves. The Kellys have an interesting way of disposing with problems.
You think I'm scared of some fucking thugs? Of winding up floating in the Thames? Fuck you.
You're too pretty for that, mate. First, they'll peddle you. For dosh, right? Then, when you're used up, they're going to chop you up and send the pieces to the four corners.
I can take whatever you've got.
I almost feel sorry for you. Get him to the bloody clinic, then.
Shit. They knew he was DedSec the whole time. This doesn't look good for Angel.
The clinic keeps government service hours, which means it's closed. We'll have to find Angel the old-fashioned way and hack their CTOS hub. Deportation limbo, horrible living conditions, unexplained disappearances. It's almost as if the media are deliberately ignoring the situation here in favor of... Oh, look here, Beatrice Stokely, 89, recently took up kickboxing to fill up her days. Fascinating. If the EPC is a typical example of how humans treat each other, I'd say a benevolent AI overlord is a step up, wouldn't you?
Bags, less talking, yeah?
God damn it! No!
I have reconstructed an AR scene of Angel's examination. You can view it inside the clinic.
Bloody brilliant. Fucking right. play some darts with me, yeah?
Safe, bro. Let's play. Shit! I meant to do that.
It's just a stupid game.
Yeah, blood, I'm the shit.
Oi, darts. What'd you say, fam?
It's alright. It's cool. I got this.
Whatever.
Boom, cuz look at me, blood. I could go bloody pro if I wanted to, you know. Boss man out there, cuz.
Come on then, mate. Let's throw a few.
Fuck yeah.
Whatever.
shit! I meant to do that.
It's just a stupid game.
Mad skills, innit? Look at me, blood. Fucking too wavy, bro.
Come on then, mate. Let's throw a few.
It's alright. It's cool. I got this.
It's just a stupid game. Whatever. see that? Did you see it? Hey, is there anything I'm not good at? Play some darts with me, yeah?
Safe, bruv. Let's play. Shit! I meant to do that.
Whatever. It's just a stupid game.
Yeah, blood, I'm the shit.
Oi, darts. What'd you say, fam? Whatever. just a stupid game.
Look at me, blood. I could go bloody pro if I wanted to, you know. Boss man out here, cuz.
Play some darts with me, yeah?
Safe, bruv. Let's play.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Let's make a deal, yeah? I know people outside. Maybe I can help you out. Just let me out of here.
Procedures, Mr. Lopez. We'll have you out of here in a minute or two.
Fuck! What was that?
They injected him with something. We gotta look closer.
Facial analysis matches for both. They're part of Mary Kelly's little pack. So, Inspector Lau was right after all. Clank Kelly and Albion are in bed together. What a shit orgy that would be. Microchips, coated with biocompatible glass to prevent rejection.
They put a fucking chip in his neck. For what? Surveillance, tracking?
No, these are more sophisticated. If I had to guess, I would say they were designed to deliver a dose of some unknown compound. Not the kind of thing you find at your local corner shop. I could reconstruct the path he took if you want to see how this cliffhanger gets resolved.
Stay on him. He might have escaped.
Fucker! Get it before he triggers!
way! Get after him!
Shit, they're catching up on him. Come on, Angel.
Shit, he might make it.
Fucked up! We don't have a match yet. She's gonna kill us.
No, it's fine. As long as he's not damaged, there'll be no waste. Demand's high with the new network.
Guess you're right. Let's tube him, get him in the van and out to the incinerator.
I wasn't expecting that. Looks like the chip weren't just any tracking thing.
They triggered it remotely. At least for now, it looks like the Kellys want Angel alive.
We need to find him. See what they did to him. And what that fucking microchip is all about.
Seems like advanced technology for Mary Kelly and her band of thugs to be waving around. Could Mary be part of a scary dark web hacker group like, say, oh, I don't know, pick one, 0 Day?
Interesting theory, Bagley, but hold your investigation algorithms for the moment, will you? Angel needs us.
The incinerator they mentioned is probably the Southwark incinerator. It's practically right round the corner.
I could get used to this resistance fighting for DedSec. I'm a natural.
You wouldn't have been recruited if DedSec thought you'd be killed that easily.
Oh, thanks, Bagsy. Hey, wait, you got beef blood?
Don't mind Bagley. He's the best. Gets us out of most scrapes. You did good.
Come on then, mate. Let's throw a few.
It's alright. It's cool. I got this.
Whatever.
Yeah, bruv. I got mad skills, innit? Look at me, blood. Fucking too wavy, bruv.
If you think this is good for your morale, I'm not going to judge it out loud. Feeling more confident? Good, let's use it. Feeling more confident? Good, let's use it.
What up for it now?
fucking proper, that.
DedSec needs you on something.
Finally, what took you so long?
The weapons shipment is being prepared at one of Clan Kelly's hideouts. I'll send you the coordinates.
Piss easy. I got this.
The thing you're after is around here.
Ooh, I love breaking stuff.
There's the shipment.
Ready for action!
Warning. Continuing unlawful activity will result in breach.
Counterintelligence. Countering organized crime. Signal. Intelligence response leads the world in surveillance. It's great. It is technology protecting great.
Beginning the investigation.
lost sight of the target. Over.
Control, we're returning to HQ. Over.
This is London Calling. You're listening to me, Tash, on Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. This time we're turning our focus back on the media to look at my former employer, the GBB. As we know, the broadcaster has been through a lot of changes since the Hassani government gave in to pressure from his corporate backers and privatised the corporation. Today, the GBB is a shadow of its former self. It's become a tool used by the government to circulate fake news and misinformation. So how did we get here? Where did it all go wrong? How can we tell when our national media has become state propaganda? Our experts speak on conditions of anonymity for their own safety. Here's disinformation and media expert Charles, who's seen free broadcasters built up by journalists and torn down by demagogues all over the world.
So before the media fragmented, there was this voice of authority that was trusted and worthy of trust. Then what we ended up with is a really commercial model where whether you're talking about an app on a smart device or whether you're talking about a broadcaster, the most important thing was to keep you in that environment for the longest amount of time possible. And because that meant money in their pocket. And in order to do that, a couple of things happened. One was the use of manipulative techniques around behavioral economics, things that would just keep you scrolling or keep you listening or keep you looking for more information. The second is that that kind of environment favors sensationalism. And so you got more sensational headlines and more sensational stories, and it didn't matter whether they were true or not. It just kept people in and it kept them in the loop. So we ended up in a situation where nobody trusted anything and nobody believed anything at all. And that is the perfect environment for an authoritarian voice to come in
Vehicle
and say,
in critical
no
condition.
way, we are
Please
the truth.
exit
So the ground
immediately.
for this environment really got created when we had suddenly authoritarian politicians everywhere, and anything that threatened them or they disagreed with, they would call it disinformation. That's disinformation, that's fake news. And again, we got in a situation where nobody really believed anything. And the trouble is if you were telling the truth, it's very hard to get your message to cut through all of the noise of all of the disinformation that's there. So like, you know, you remember Out on the Edges, there was this
Danger.
story about
Vehicle in critical condition. Please exit
they would
immediately.
take any infants and they would crucify them. And that's a great, fantastic, viral story. And how do you counter that story? With the truth. The only way you can counter it is by saying, no, they didn't. And of course, no one wants to spread that story. No one wants to hear that story. They want to hear the sensationalism. They want to hear how people were
Danger.
victims of violence when in fact they weren't.
Weapons destroyed. I'll open a channel to our reluctant criminal friend once you're clear of the area.
Where did they go? Shit!
Government officials.
This is London Calling. You're listening to me, Tash, on Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. This time we're turning our focus back on the media to look at my former employer, the GBB. As we know,
Job done.
That's a weight off my mind. But I can't shake the feeling that it's just one shipment of many. I don't think this ends till Clan Kelly does.
So, do you want to fight? Not me, just in general. For DedSec.
Thought you'd never ask.
All right, now let's schedule your mandatory DedSec face tat. Just kidding. Welcome to the team.
Brilliant. Finally found my people.
Brilliant.
Thank you. Cheers, I owe you one. Come on, man. Got this thing.
You look about as sick of this shit as I am.
Are you with DedSec? If you are, I could use your help.
We might be able to help. What's the situation?
A good mate of mine went missing. No one's seen them, and I can't get hold of them.
Jesus, that's awful.
Look, I hate to say it, but my friend has got this habit of bringing out the worst in people. They might have got themselves into some serious trouble.
Don't fret. We'll find them. No shortage of ways to vanish in London these days. Where do we start with this?
Well, we could knock on every door in the city and see if they've got any abducted people on the premises, but it'd probably be smarter just to snoop around their last known location.
Agreed. Send me the location. Tell me about him, Bagley.
His network activity shows he's been trying to hack the National Health Service.
Shy. The NHS is barely creaking along as it is. Last thing it needs is some hacker fucking it about.
Do you really think I couldn't undo the damage done by some human hacker? Just connect me to one of the hospital servers he targeted, and I'll sort it.
I'm on it.
We're turning our focus back on the media to look at my former employer, the GBB. As we know, the broadcaster has been through a lot of changes since the Hassani government gave it.
DedSec needs you on something.
Bro, finally!
to work. I'll do anything, really.
What now?
Watch it, you asshole!
Hey, you! You like a nice drink? Come get one.
It's really quite something. Wow. This is the...
Auto drive now enabled.
This is London Calling. You're listening to me, Tash, on Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. This time we're turning our focus back on the media to look at my former employer, the GBB. As we know, the broadcaster has been through a lot of changes since the Hassani government gave in to pressure from its corporate backers and privatised the corporation.
Auto drive now disabled.
Today, the GBB is a shadow of its former self. It's become a tool used by the government to circulate fake news and misinformation. So how did we get here? Where did it all go wrong? How can we tell when our national media has become state propaganda? Our experts speak on conditions of anonymity for their own safety. Here's disinformation and media expert Charles, who's seen free broadcasters built up by journalists and torn down by demagogues all over the world.
Don't outsource our safety!
This is the right location. Located the CTOS hub. Done.
What you got, Bagsy?
Nothing to fix, actually. He's been patching holes in their security, not opening them. Seems he's not so much a cyber criminal as he is renegade tech support.
Keep talking.
He's been particularly focused on exploits around the organ transfer list. Anyone who got their hands on these exploits would have a lot of control over that waiting list.
Oi, oi, what have we got here? This seems like something that DedSec might be into. Bagsy, mate, get me a meeting, yeah?
Shut it down.
This has been compromised. Be on the lookout for a hacker.
Don't see anything here.
Searching for target.
I think they've pissed off. Thank God.
That's it. You're going down.
Dumb fuck. Whoa! Don't fucking run away from me. I'll fucking teach you to respect me.
Sorry, I'm sorry. So sorry.
You're listening to me, Tash, on Buccaneer. Your source for what they don't want you to know. What the fuck? This time we're turning our focus back on the media to look at my former...
Go harass someone else, yeah? You won't catch me doing shit.
Easy, mate.
All right, sorry about that. Albion's been fucking with me all day. Thought you were one of them.
Right, the sooner you tell me the problem, the sooner I can do something about it.
I must have done something to piss them off, because every time I'll go for a checkpoint...
सब कंटेंट बहुत सारा है गेम में, इसके लिए साइबरपंक कचरा लगता है।
They're all up my arse.
अरे कैरेक्टर
Someone is using CTOS to send in false reports about me.
Wouldn't be the first time. Can you think of anyone who has something against you?
People don't exactly get all wet when I come around. I have lots of enemies. Care to snoop around in the system for me? See what people are saying? Help me with this, and I'll make it worth your while, if you know what I mean.
Alright. I'll tell my crew.
Whether you're talking about a smart device or whether you're talking about a broadcaster, the most important thing is to keep you in that.
This is London Calling. You're listening to me, Tash, on Buccaneer. Your source for what they don't want you to know. This time we're turning our focus back on the media to look at my former employer, the GBB. As we know, the broadcaster has been through a lot of changes since the Hassani government gave in to pressure from its corporate backers and privatised the corporation. Today, the GBB is a shadow news force.
What the?
स्मार्ट रोल नहीं है इसके थोड़ा सर बोल देना
Just leave me alone. Just stop. Shut up. Hey, what one, blood? Ah. Can you believe this shit?
Well, that's sick in the flesh. I can hardly believe it.
Saw what you did at the hospital. Top of the line work.
Not quite good enough to stop Clan Kelly, though. They made up of hundreds of organs before I sealed the exploit in the system.
Shit. That sounds bad.
I would love nothing more than get the last batch back. But I know my limitations. I can't do it on my own.
Alright. I'll tell my crew.
Thanks. Take care of this for me, and I'll make it worth your time.
Our Grey Hat has already worked out the smuggling ring's headquarters. I'm passing the details to your optic.
I'll take a look.
They'll never know what. Yeah. Fuck me, huh? We'll see.
This is London
Maybe I
Calling.
don't deserve
You're
my
listening
license.
To me, Tash, on Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. This time we're turning our focus back in the media to look at our former employer, the GBB. As we know, the broadcaster has been through a lot of changes since the Hassani government.
Here.
Good. The stolen organs should be in an ambulance on site. That's the vehicle you're looking for there.
ऊपर कर दिया होता अभी
Whoever's hacking this thing! Someone's hacking this! Find them!
This fucker could be anywhere.
Here and here. We've got to track them down.
Somebody do something about this door,
Make
yeah?
it easy on yourself. I'm gonna check something. I'm gonna lock this down just in case. Someone's hacked that vehicle. Find the driver.
I'm gonna get you. Lock down that vehicle. Stop this shit. Come on.
Hey, someone's came.
No one here. Moving on.
That thing is gonna run. Find out what the hell is going on.
Area clear. Moving on. I don't like it. Lock it down.
That isn't faulty wiring. Find that hacker.
Oh no.
I hope no one's hurt. Stay alert.
Find a fucker hacking that vehicle.
Won't be hiding for long, you know. Yo, some hackers driving that thing around. Kick him out.
Are you just going?
You're being followed. Try and lose them.
Got the ride, now what?
You should take them to a hospital, obviously. Unless, of course, you want to become...
मन फूट गई गाड़ी ये है ना जेल से निकालने वाला अब आज जेल से निकाल इसको इंटेलिजेंस का आदमी एक पुलिस वाला आदमी का काम कितना खराब निकला
Your friend's just been taken into Albion custody. So long as you don't cock up that badly, you'll be my favourite operative today.
So it's on me then. All right.
That's pretty much the opposite of what our prospect would have wanted. Oh well.
Hello, yeah, इतना अच्छा
What? Give it up!
डालोगे एक तो देख मारेंगे पीछे अरे इंटेलिजेंस के आदमी को फोन डाला
Bring it on!
गन मशीन लेके पीछे आ रहा है
Suspect is hit.
Shots fired! Over here!
must have failed.
This is London Calling. You're listening to me on
Swap. Check.
Are you ready for a new operation?
Just try and stop me.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
Please. What happened? No! No! What the hell is
Yeah, a trained medical professional could really come in handy.
It's better than watching tutorials on how to suture your own wounds.
Yeah, so yeah, I've got a thing. I'm sure someone else has got a couple of points.
Tell me about him, Bags.
He's got substantial gambling debts, well above the median amount that people are killed for. Oh, and he's also refusing offers of financial assistance from a well-off friend.
On what planet does a gambling addict turn down free money?
You're right, a gambling addict making a bad life choice. Oh, the mystery. You'd better talk to the friend if you want to crack this one.
Good call, sweetie. Let's have a meeting, won't you, Bags?
Sit down. Okay. Fun.
This is London Calling. You're listening to me, Tash, on Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. This time we're turning our focus back on the media to look at my former employer, the GBB. As we know, the broadcaster has been through a lot of changes since the Hassani government gave in to pressure from its corporate backers and privatised the corporation. Today, the GBB is a shadow of its former self. It's become a tool used by the government to circulate fake news and misinformation. So how did we get here? Where did it all go wrong? How can we tell when our national media has become state propaganda? Our experts speak.
That's odd.
Here's the information.
A little birdie told me you needed help.
This is about my friend, isn't it? Oh, God. He's okay, right? He's in way over his head.
Go on.
He's destroying his life with this stupid gambling. I tried to help him get out of debt, but no. Now he's off to meet those Clan Kelly thugs. They're going to kill him.
Ooh, sounds like a tough situation. I'll do what I can.
I've tracked our naughty little gambler to a location that's crawling with Clan Kelly goons.
Suppose we should check it out.
That's fucking nasty, mate. Get that shit away from me.
Nothing, no, I just called. Asked the fever. So yeah, I'm a bit low on money at the moment. Best friends, join around.
Helping trip the alarm. I'll do a sweep. Will someone shut that thing down?
Let's end this.
I'll have a look. See what set off the alarm.
Bell end.
Fuck this! I'm getting my gun! Get out of here!
Degenerates!
If you're smart, you'll start running now.
It's very hard to get the message to cut through.
Shit!
Take a house by force, they would take any infants and they would crucify them. And that's a great, fantastic violent spirit. How do you counter that spirit? It's the truth. The only way you can counter it is by no, they didn't. No one wants to hear that. They want to hear how people were facing violence.
Get your head down! Get your fucking head down!
Okay, sneak in, don't get shot.
All units, proceed to alarm location. Acknowledge, over.
पूरा पुलिस स्टेशन रहा था एक ना आज यहाँ पर ना आ गया comfort
No!
That's a gun, that's a gun, that's a gun! No, 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 no.
I imagine this poor bugger was supposed to serve as an object lesson of some kind. Albion decides whether or not you have a right to a trial. Good thing you came around.
You'll get no argument from me.
ला रहा है।
This is London Calling. You're listening to me, Tash, on Buccaneer. Your source for what they don't want you to know. This time we're turning our focus back on the media to look at my former employees.
Possible hostile at your location. Received. Moving to intercept. No sign of the target. Over. Received. We are in pursuit. Control. I've lost the target. Terminating the search. Control. Put out an APW.
Bags? What the hell is this?
A data stick. Must have come from that wreckage. It has evidence that Albion are targeting grassroots groups in the borough, trying to keep them from organising. I'll hang on to this. Could come in handy.
Does one become a drone expert? Is there such a thing as a drone college? Whatever their credentials, we could use them.
Hey, I'm gonna save that one, you know.
You look like someone who wants to make a difference.
Oh, sick. You're with DedSec, right? You gotta help me destroy my pet project.
Sorry, what?
Look, I'll explain. I used to do research for this pharmaceutical lab. That is until my boss stole my work and sold it to the Albion. Now I hear my work's being used in tests at some military facility. Top secret, you know? That's not right. Can you destroy my data? I'll send you the intel I have.
All right. We'll see what we can do.
Hey, cheers, bruv. Do me a solid, and I'll repay you sometime.
Hey, stop! You hear that? Hey, dickhead! Right here,
Get over here!
Oh my god, I can hack like anything.
I need some cover!
You are going to hurt very badly. Finding cover! Taking fire!
The hit! I don't see them no more! Oh, this is not okay! I have someone here.
Look.
Throw in a frag!
I need some cover!
Watch it! Shots fired!
I don't like this, huh? I need to find cover!
Is there any sign of them?
Must be around here somewhere.
Fucking hell! I don't...
Ah!
999, which service do you require?
Police, please.
Okay, connecting. Just hold.
Hackney, please, can I help you?
Yes, hello? I'd like to report a possible crime. Maybe even a murder.
What do you mean, ma'am?
I've been hearing some screaming the last few nights. Over at that old warehouse, the oval one, yeah? Haven't been able to sleep a wink. But tonight it's gotten worse. Incessant screaming like someone's being tortured. I think I even heard a couple of gunshots.
Madam, I'm sure this is merely someone's telly being turned on too loud. Happens all the time.
Do you mean you're not going to do anything? Not even come and investigate it? You lot are good for nothing these days, aren't you?
Oh, I wouldn't say that, ma'am.
Wonderful. You know what they say about sabotage? It's never not a good thing. This is sure to cause Albion some headaches.
We've done what we can to stop Albion's influence in Hackney and Islington, at least on our own.
So what's the plan?
Well, I've heard from a grassroots activist in the borough who wants to meet. Says we inspired her to do her part, but now she could use some help.
Let's go chat with her, shall we?
Bloody hell! What is this? Unbelievable! What the fuck?
Degenerate. To leave.
This is London Calling. You're listening to me, Tash, on Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. This time we're turning our focus back on the media to look at my former employer.
You're it. Ready to go?
Safe, fam.
This is London Calling. You're listening to me, Tash, on Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. This time we're turning our focus back on the media to look at my former employer, the GBB. As we know, the broadcasting has been through a lot of changes since the Hassani government gave in to pressure from its corporate backers and privatised the corporation. Today, the GBB is a shadow of its former self. It's become a tool used by the government to circulate fake news and misinformation. So how did we get here? Where did it all go wrong? How can we tell when our national media has become state propaganda? Our experts speak on conditions of anonymity for their own safety. Here's disinformation and media expert Charles, who's seen free broadcasting.
Oi, you looking for DedSec? What you want with them?
Oh, there you are, dear. It's just lovely what you've done for the neighborhood. Those Albion thugs were becoming a bloody nuisance. Of course, now they've got their dam down. They're looking to strike back against the borough.
What do you mean?
A group of us have taken the initiative to help the community. And given the current environment, we've had to do it quietly, you understand? Under Albion noses.
Bet Albion's a big fan of you lot. We got some of the same shit going on.
Let's just say you inspired.
I'm back.
And leave it at that. But now I found out
Guys,
that
stream
Albion
को
are
like
planning
करो,
a series of
subscribe
raids in
करो,
Hack.
share करो, comment
We can't
करो
survive that
एक
unless
like
you
करोगे
help
तो ही
us.
ऊपर आई stream.
If you can intercept them before they strike, we'll have time to move our operation somewhere safer. I've got my hands on a little device that will allow you to zip around the borough quick as you please. Be a dear and handle this for me, would you?
On it.
Watch where you're going. You are sticking around here.
Right then, there's no time to chit-chat. Albion have synchronized their raid teams. I'll feed you the locations as I get them. You take them down. Well, go on, you're wasting time.
This drone has been modified, slightly faster with better armor, but its maximum altitude is restricted. Also, Albion is using CTOS to monitor the borough. They could shut it down if you fly too high. Time to buzz the streets.
Let's see what you've got.
That looks like a bloody good time. But don't dilly-dally. Off to the next one before they launch their raid.
Look sharp, you've got Albion drones heading your way.
Well done, but no time to wait. Head to the next location. Excellent. You've got them scrambling. Here's the next one. Now hurry over there before they let loose. Yes, one more should do it. This is bloody brilliant. Now go on, hurry. That's the last of them. Well bloody done.
Kalian maya agak operator kayak gitu ya. Khatanak mana ada.
That was bloody brilliant. A raid like that would have broken our spirit, turned the borough into Albion bootlickers. You showed some grit there, love.
You asked me, you could have owned this shit yourself.
This old bird still has some pluck in her, and so does this neighborhood, thanks to you.
Trust, I'm hyped to take on Albion. Good to know there are people like you who got our backs.
Well said. Goodbye, dear, and stay in touch.
Sounds like Hackney and Islington are ready to rise up and defy Albion. Couldn't ask for a better result, DedSec.
Fuck yeah. We've been needing talent like you, cuz. Glad you joined the fight.
Yes, well, I'm ready to help however I can.
Sick.
Wah, dia bantu. यार थोड़े लिए बस तो लगता भी मांगी ये नहीं कर रहा जबरदस्त।
Right hand side, when you walk in.
Oh, yeah, go! Onwards, onwards!
Yeah, no, I did. No, I did do that. Yeah, I left that at home.
Stay away from me, yeah? Oh, no. No, no, no.
Oh, I get it.
He can't run. Bye guys, I'm ending the web. Share and subscribe the stream. And if you miss something, comment it down.